Hello, hello, hello. Happy Easter. And today we're doing another episode of Live Q&A. So let me show you the dress. And introduce myself. I am Tiffany from Tiffany So Talented, and this is the show that I do to show you guys exactly what I'm doing when I'm not making your shea butter soaps, hot cocoa bombs, cooking for Tiff's Taste, or exploring this beautiful state of Arizona with my mom on Adventures with Tiffany. This show here is about the dress, and there it is. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm not almost done, but I want to say I'm almost done. I pretty much got most of the accent AB stones on the bodice of the dress, and I have this hip here left to do with you guys. So where you see the marker points is where I need to continue to fill in these accents with the AB stone. So let me show you exactly which stone I'm using. They're these really cool leaf kind of shape AB stones in 3 different sizes. So that's the largest one. There's a medium size that I'm using. So this is 2. Let me get 1 medium size, and then there's a very tiny one like that. Let me pull the phone down out of this holder and you can get a look at the different sizes from the dress. 1 second. Flip this camera. All right. So you see how I'm just going up in size from the small to the large, from the large back down to the small. It's a very gorgeous dress. I finished this frame on the bus line yesterday. I know it's Easter morning, but since it's not a federal holiday, we don't get holiday pay. So I'm here working a little bit of overtime just to make sure my check numbers are the way that I like them to be. So this frame, though, is so thick, and so juicy, and so chunky, and so icy. You see these big, giant, light rose, I think they're called rocks in the box, in the Swarovski box. Let's see. Yep. Excuse me, Divine Rock. Designer edition. So if you ever wanted to order some of those, these are really vintage, though. I think the first time I saw these was in around 2017. So I don't know if they still make them, but we definitely have them. And I've been looking for an excuse to use them on a pink dress for all of these years. And now that I've gotten to a level of trust in my creativity with my employer, Julia, she lets me just pick the stones that I want to use, pick the designs that I want to go for, and just go for it. And I think these lovely chunky rock Swarovskis look just beautiful on this bust here. It gives it just that extra power. See it? And those AB lines on the bodice is just giving that extra accent that I love and that I need to see. Now let you get into this drawing here. So this is what they kind of draw me out something similar to what they want on the dress and just say specific tones. Now this drawing is reading very red, but it's actually pink, just like the dress. And I think that I'm doing a good job kind of mimicking what you see on the paper. So that's what I'm getting into today. And on this episode of a live Q&A, this little patch right here is what I'm going to be doing. So happy Easter. I hope you enjoy your family time today. I'm definitely planning on spending it with my mom and my aunt. My daughter has to work today, so I'll be spending it with them as soon as I get up out of here. So let's get this part done. Let's put me back into this harness. Flip the camera back to me, and we can start away. Take this dress off the mannequin and lay it just right here on my lap, making sure that the dress is folding under, and I'm just going to move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So let's go for this one here. I can show you what I do. So this is a invisible ink marker, and I just kind of went through the entire dress and marked out where I wanted these extra special kind of specialty lines like these ones you see, just very sporadic throughout the entire dress. So we're gonna just make for the bigger stones, I was gonna say make a line, but for the bigger stones, I like to glue the back on. Put the glue on the back. But for the smaller ones, I can just make a bead of glue. So we'll start with adding just some of these bigger pairs into the design first. And luckily they're big enough to where I can just use my hands to add them into this proper placement. And it's just this area here that needs to be done, so we'll get that done pretty quick and then move on to the next color in the swirl. So after I get all of these AB lines done, then we're gonna go back in with a different kind of pair in a different color and do the same thing. But first we're gonna mark it out. I really love the fact that we have so many different variety of stones that I'm given the privilege to just play around with and figure out what I think is going to work on the dress and what's going to make a beautiful impact on the floor. And if you know like I know, AB is always a winning choice. So that is my large piece. Now let's do the count. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of those. I do keep count of all the stones that I use, literally, even the flatbacks. So I know exactly what and how much I use. Depending on the design, I'll just stone them all individually. But because this design is inlaid between pieces of lace, you want to make sure that the lace sticks together. So I like to use lines for situations like this. on to the smaller size. The smallest size, if you will. Alright, so those ones are done, and we're just going to keep going to the other ones until this side is completely done with all the AB accents that I want to use. But it's coming together so nice. Alright, so this is the last one, and we will be done with the AB accents. So 3 medium and 3 small. We'll finish out the last of this dress for the AB accents. And now we can go into the next accent. So let me pull out the next color accent that I had planned to use. It's a really light pink color. Can I reach it is the question though. Got it. Alright, so there's this tool here. Do you see how it's a very light pink? It almost looks like a crystal, but it's a very light pink. Let me show you. I don't want them to fall out, but can you see they're kind of pink? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is stand this dress back up and I'll marker out the pink lines. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Alright, so let's marker out some pink lines and see what that does. Let's go. So you're really just kind of trying to mimic what is already done in the AB lines, keeping it close to the AB, but far enough to where you can still see a good accent point. Sometimes you might have to override the design, and that's fine. That's what I was talking about a few clips back, because the way the design on the paper, the drawing, let me show you. The way the design on the drawing, the accents look straight up and down. But the way the lace is placed on the dress, the laces are placed horizontally. So we're gonna make some vertical lines sometimes. We're gonna have to make some vertical lines sometimes. You have to create some lines sometimes. But it's a gorgeous dress. I love this design. I'm not sure which one of them designed it. Most likely it was Julia or Priscilla. But it's a gorgeous design. And I'm glad that I got chosen to do this one because it's so pretty. That's enough for now. No, you know what? Let's just keep going. Might as well. Because this live is not going to be too much longer. And I want to at least get 2 things accomplished here, which would be finishing up my AB lines and drawing the map for my pink lines for you. This Q&A, I can definitely title it with a purpose, because we actually did something, since there's no questions going on. But if you do have any questions, feel free to jump into the comments and ask your questions. I know it's Sunday, Easter morning, so I'm sure everybody's with their family, doing their family things while I'm at work. I mean, there's other people who are working as well as me. And I plan on joining the festivities a little bit later in the afternoon. But for now, we're working on this dress. Marker is getting dry. I'm almost done. Almost done. Come on, marker. Hold on for me, marker. Almost done. All right. So, got all my markers placed. Let's show you. All right. So, everywhere you see these gorgeous marker marks in between the AB on this lacy gown is where I'm going to throw my second layer of specialties. We're following the pattern of this fabric, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. Here is the stone that I'm using. It's going to be a pink light rose Swarovski pair. I believe these are size 12.7. I don't know. I'm not going to look for the box. But there you have it. And there you have it. Hopefully in the future, I actually get people in here to add some questions. That switch between filter and non-filter was just wild right there. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, if you feel like you want some coaching, if you feel like you want a beautiful gown of your own, feel free to email me at tiffanysotalented@gmail.com. Happy Easter, and see you in the next one next Saturday or Sunday for live Q&A with Tiffany for Tiffany So Talented. Again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.